Andrew's taking care of me. You're not.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to try something new. I'm starting a segment called Remember When. And it's going to be all about things that were tremendous at one time and are either completely gone or fading away or lost most of their appeal. And I thought today a good way to start would be with horse racing. Remember when horse racing was the sport of kings? When you tuned in every weekend and there was a race on TV, and Friday nights they had trotters, and I don't know, maybe I'm giving away my age, but there was a time when the king of sports, horse racing, was all people could talk about around the water cooler on Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday or getting ready to go on Friday, Saturday. It was a big event. I mean, there's still some of the giant ones that I'm sure you all know about, aka the Kentucky Derby, but horse racing was a tremendous sport here in the state of Florida, New York, Chicago, California, oh man, Texas, all over the country. When I was a kid, I remember it was a thrill to go out with your uncle or your dad and spend the day at the track. Today, that's really frowned upon, and things like Tampa Bay Downs are going away. But I thought before it completely disappeared, I'd take you inside, I'd show you a little bit about the sport of kings, and educate you to something that I would think in the next 10 to 15 years won't exist anymore. But today, Tampa Bay Downs and the king of sports. Let's go inside and check it out. I'm at the food court because I'm hungry as hell. I don't want my picture. Wonder if I can get a good seat. I'm only kidding. I shouldn't be so sarcastic. Here we are at Tampa Bay Downs to watch what used to be the sport of kings and the king of sports. Depends on how you look at it. Unfortunately, there was a time, well not unfortunately, but there was a time when these stands would be completely filled. As you can see today, we're about a half an hour before post time. Post time in the racing lingo means before the race starts. And yeah, the VIP reserve boxes pretty much all empty. The grandstand, judge for yourself, pretty much empty. And it's sad because thoroughbred racing truly is an exciting sport. They're out prepping the track. You have athletes, aka jockeys, and powerful machines, horses, running and competing against each other in a sport that both drives revenue to your state and helps promote more agriculture, believe it or not. I mean, we are talking about horses and land to train them and stadiums for them to run at. It was an industry that drove American economy throughout the 60s and 70s. It was a family outing that people went to on the weekends to come out here. It's beautiful out today, as you can see. Of course, you know, I'm in Florida, but the weather's about 65 degrees. The sun is out. It's going to be a spectacular day. Very comfortable here in the grandstands. Like I said, sadly enough, I have it all to myself. I wish I didn't. And the facilities are wonderful. They're all state-of-the-art. You can see the electronic betting booths. They have every kind of accommodation that you could want, beverages, food. They have several different forms of entertainment here, we'll call it. Besides the horse racing, they have poker rooms. They do betting on sports out of Vegas. They have quite a lot going on. They're open 3 days a week. It was only $3 to get in. Got this spiffy hat. Today was hat day. Had no idea. Kind of lucky, huh? Nah, I looked it up. They have some kind of big photography event here today as well, so maybe I could sneak in on that. I have other plans for another video today. But let's just take a look around, walk around, see what goes on here. You know, a lot of people are going to be camera shy. Most gamblers, they don't like to put their face out there unless they're on, you know, Las Vegas Poker TV or something. But I'll show you the facilities. It's a beautiful stadium. Like I said, it's a beautiful day. We'll see as much as we can. Who knows? Maybe we get invited down to a private box. You never know. Maybe I'll even place a bet and show you how that goes. I'm thinking both electronic and with a human being. I'm not quite sure if they're going to let me tape that, and they probably wouldn't want to be, but we'll give it a shot. But let's take a tour of the place.
Number 1, Lady Brickset, 3 over. Number 3, Center Edge, is 2 over.
All right. So we've placed our bets for the first 2 races. I have to say it was quite the experience. Not the most pleasant people. I did an in-live one like the good old days where I told them, you know, 5 on the nose, number 4 to win, first race. They weren't impressed. They actually seemed angry. I don't know. Maybe they can sense when you're not truly a every day of the week better. But I would think a little more customer service courtesy in the bet-taking department would probably boost sales and attendance here at the track. But yeah, it's a Saturday morning. I can see where maybe your jolly spirit's not up, and you know, you're not really thinking about being so pleasant to, you know, a noob. They hate us noobs always, right? Anyway, let's go downstairs and get a closer look at the track. The betting experience was interesting. Let's see what things are like out in the sun. All right, we're down here on the track. Smells like horse, so you know you must be at the races. Beautiful day out, like I said. Sun's blazing down right behind me. If I was to move my head even an inch, you'd see how incredibly blinding it is, so it doesn't make for great video. On top of that, an extremely windy day down here at the track. Maybe it's always like that. Tampa Bay Downs has absolutely nothing around it, but I think we're pretty ready. I think we're just waiting on the horses. Jockeys are in the lobby signing autographs. They're signing hats today since it's hat day, but I think I'll pass on that since I don't really know who they are and I don't want to waste their time. I'm guessing that signing autographs, it's great the first time, and when the honeymoon's over, it must be an absolute nightmare at all these events. So, maybe I should go bug them. You know I like bugging people, right? Nah, I won't do that though. I think they seem like a nice bunch of guys. Like you saw, we got our tickets for the first and second race. I think we'll see if maybe we leave a millionaire and I can just start making videos full time. But if not, I think I may head back upstairs and do a little watching from there. And I don't know. Why don't you let me know in the comments down below? You ever been to the horse races before? Where do you prefer to sit? Do you like sitting right up front? Like right now, I could touch the horses. The track is right there, right there. Or do you like the mezzanine, where you're kind of undercover, there's not much wind, but you're not really out having the experience? You know, on second thought, I think I'm going to stay down here and watch the races from here. Was that spectacular or what? I really don't understand why this is such a fading fad when it used to be the sport of kings and the king of sports, how it's gotten to this state of disappearing. I guess because of all the animals involved, and we try to do a better job today of treating our animals kindly, but as you can plainly see, these animals are being treated much better than all of our homeless people and most of the people you probably know. So I think the animal rights activists are a little off target when it comes to this particular sport. I mean, you wish you were treated as good as a thoroughbred horse. You can see today how healthy they are, what great shape they're in, how much care they get. There's more interest in that animal than there is in you or me. Neither you or me are probably worth the $500,000 that any one of those horses are. Even the horse marshal, this guy, the guy that rides around on the red horse in the jacket, even the horse police guy's horse is worth, a couple of $100,000. No, I don't think the insurance company would put that kind of worth on my life. Rini would, but not quite the insurance company. Not the people that put a value on things. Well, I hope you got a little insight into this marvelous sport. If there's a track in your town, take yourself and your loved one out on a Saturday and go support that thing. They do wonderful work. It's a great time when the weather's nice like today. There's no reason not to support this sport. I'd love to see it make a comeback. I mean, there's more to it than just the Kentucky Derby. You see, I had a wonderful time today. Met and talked to a lot of nice people. You would think all from one generation, you would think wrong. I met a lot of seniors, I met a lot of young people, I met a lot of tourists, believe it or not. This is quite the attraction here in Tampa. I met a family from India, I met some gentlemen from Ireland. Like I said earlier, a lot of people here at the track value their privacy and are really not interested in being on camera. So I really didn't want to push my luck and film any of those interactions out of respect for those people and their privacy. But I did have a full day of conversation. I never shut up. And I mean, it was more people coming up to me from every walk of life. I met people in their 80s. I met people in their 20s. So you should try getting out and seeing some more of this wonderful, wonderful sport. But y'all know how we do it on this channel. Hope you enjoyed this new series that I'm trying. Remember when? Remember when horse racing was king? Hope you loved it. I kind of liked it. I'll bring you a few more. You let me know in those comments down below. Want me to continue making these? Or you absolutely had enough of these? It's going to be a trip and it's going to be a while before I give up. So get used to them, my friends. Again, thank everyone for helping me reach the goal of 4,000. We're almost there. I'd say by the end of February, we'll hit 5. That will be when the magical adventure begins. But y'all know how we do it on this channel. Before we go, let's show some love to our sponsor, Amazon. Everything you need from A to Z in your life delivered right to your front door. They've been a great sponsor of the channel. They help me bring you this content and the future content that's coming of Remember When. They're quite expensive, these little jaunts to these places. Place a couple of bets, some parking, some entry. Without them, it wouldn't be possible. So, use those links down below. It contains all my camera gear, some nifty backpacks and stuff that Rini likes. And even if you don't buy any of that stuff, just by going through those links, the channel gets credit and love from our overlord Amazon to help continue to bring you this amazing content. But, that being said, y'all know how we do it. Comment, like, subscribe. Get your grandmother, your brother, your friends. We want to hit 5,000 soon. You definitely want to see what I have planned. Love you. See y'all in the next one. Tampa Bay Downs was a hell of a day. Gotta try it yourself if you come to town. Well, let me know. I'll even bring you here. We'll have some drinks. We'll have a really good time.
Shake them and bake them. Is not putting it around, it'll be paying 5. It's absolutely wide open as the regular